Steven Spielberg has been one of the greatest movie directors of all time, and I just watched this recent film that's loosely based on his story, The Fabelmans. But did I enjoy this recent award winning film, or did I think it was a complete waste of film for a by semi autobiographical film? Here's a special spoiler free review. Find out as I review The Fablemans. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Dual, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a spoiler free review of the 2022 coming-of-age drama flick The Fabelmans, released by Universal for Amblin Partners, produced by Amblin Entertainment and Reliance Entertainment. Directed by Steven Spielberg, who co-wrote the script with Tony Kushner. The film stars Gabriel LaBelle along with Michelle Williams, Paul Dano, Seth Rogen, Judd Hirsch, and others. Now, the film is dedicated to the memories of Spielberg's real-life parents, who died in 2017 and 2020 respectively, and is a semi-autobiographical story loosely based on Spielberg's adolescence and first years as a filmmaker. The plot is told through an original story of the fictional Sammy Fabelman, a young aspiring filmmaker who explores how the power of films can help him see the truth about his dysfunctional family and those around him. That's about what I can give to you of this story and what have you. Let's see. Yes. I'm just really enjoyed this. Starting from 1952 and going to 1957. This film and going into the 60s. But anyway, this was just so incredible. I liked its atmosphere and what have you. And while this didn't do that well at the box office, it did alright, despite it had a limited release, then expanding a bit. As this film only went on to make 45 million worldwide. So it was kind of a disappointing result against its $40 million budget. But nevertheless, I found this film to be pretty good. So I really didn't give you much of the story. I just gave you a little bit of its plot, in my view, but not the whole story. So this is why I'm going to make this a good spoiler-free review. Now, reviews of this are very good. Rotten Tomatoes has it at 92% and says it's part memoir, part ode to the power of the movies. The Fabelmans find Spielberg digging at the family roots that helped make him a beloved filmmaker and proves he hasn't lost his magic touch. Definitely agree. Now, I want to tell you, the film got released at the Toronto International Film Festival last September until it got released a couple months later in November 2022. So it's sort of been almost a year since it came out, but since it's been less than a year, that means I could do a spoiler-free review of a film. If it's been less than a year since the film came out, I can do a spoiler-free review of it. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound like a broken record or anything. But nevertheless, it still did good. Let's see, some other reviews that I found to be pretty impressive. Let's see. Well, the Hollywood Reporter called it a vivid capturing of the auteur's earliest flashes of filmmaking insight and a portrait full of love yet unclouded by nostalgia of the family that made him. Entertainment Weekly wrote that if it all feels a little sanitized and idealized, It's also consistently lovely, and after 75 years and 34 films, who more than Spielberg has earned the right to revisit his Stardust memories? Rolling Stone says if the movie does adhere to Spielberg's signature beat and features so many recognizable Spielbergisms occasionally to its detriment, it's still one of the most impressive, enlightening, vile things he's ever done. Yes, there's a ton of good reviews of this. So you know this film's pretty good and what have you. Hmm. Yes. And of course, there was also some pretty good music we got to hear, which of course its score was once again was well not once again was done by someone who's no stranger to working with Spielberg, John Williams, which can you believe it makes it the 29th time he's composed something and approaching the 50th anniversary of their first film together, which was The Sugarland Express in 1974. Now, last year, Williams revealed that this and Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny may be the last two films he will score before his retirement. Nevertheless, it still has some pretty good classic tunes and what have you. That include Walk On By Dionne Warwick and The Do Run Run by the Crystals, and a lot plus a lot of other popular tunes from the 50s and into the 60s and what have you. But anywho, probably the 50s mostly. Anyway, I really liked The Fabelmans. I didn't know what to think of it, but after watching it, as it's currently now streaming on Paramount Plus, since it now has Showtime, who has been airing that for, who has been showing that for the last few months, I've got to say The Fabelmans was incredible. And the story was really good as well, so was the score. Now, as for our cast, we have Michelle Williams playing Sammy's mother, Mitzi. She was very good. Paul Dano, who recently played Edward Nygma, the Riddler, in The Batman, which came out earlier that same year, played Bert, Sammy's father. Seth Rogen, who I didn't know he was in this, I might have forgotten he was in, played Benny Lowy. Um, that's Bert's coworker and best friend, who becomes a surrogate uncle to Sammy. Gabriel LaBelle plays Sammy, and he is amazing. He is very, very good. And we have Julia Butters playing Reggie Fabelman, and Keely Karsten as Natalie Fabelman, Sammy's younger sisters. And Judd Hirsch as Boris Podgorny, Sammy's granduncle and a former film worker and circus lion tamer. I will say he was very good too. Everyone really liked the performances that was given by um, the cast and what have you, and I think it's just so incredible. It got nominated for 7 Academy Awards and 11 Critics' Choice Awards and 5 at A's Golden Globe Awards, winning the Best Motion Picture, Drama, and Best Director. So overall, The Fablemans was definitely a very good film. But what I recommend you check out, I would say definitely give it a watch. If you got Paramount Plus with Showtime, then you'll feel right at home. Then that's the place you can find it. Anyway, a great coming of age story in my view, and I think it was a good film. Spielberg did an exceptionally good job. So for my score, I'm going to give The Fablemans 4.5 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 9. So what did you think of The Fablemans? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And stay tuned. Next time, I'll be bringing to you my Saturday morning TV log of Godzilla. So I do hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, check out my reviews for these other Spielberg films. In the upper left hand corner is my review of Raiders of the Lost Ark from 1981. The upper right hand corner is my review of E.T. the Extraterrestrial from 1982. Or go to the bottom left hand corner and see my review for Spielberg's 1993 classic Jurassic Park. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.